Garrett Reynolds is on a quest here at X Games 30, trying to extend his record gold medal count to 17 in BMX Street. He is in sole possession of the record. 16 X Games gold medals.
You know I carry the crown. Ooh, he's got it. No, ain't putting it down.
And 86.6.
Classic Garrett Reynolds stuff right there. His riding is just so high level.
Give me the crown, because I want it all.
That was last year. He made it 16 medals, 2 of those in real BMX Street. The other 14 have all come in this event right here. It is BMX Street. Welcome everyone. X Games Salt Lake City 2025. Jimmy Coleman here in the booth with a newcomer to the booth, not to this event, sitting alongside Dennis Anderson for this one. And well, Garrett's looking to make it 17 here, but it's not going to come without a fight because you're going to have to go against the likes of a guy named Courage Adams, who just got a gold medal in Osaka.
This is one of the craziest contests in all of X Games because you have to get through Garrett Reynolds. He's the man. It's not an easy thing to do, but 7 people have done it now, and Courage Adams did it last week. So it's possible, but it's going to be hard. You got to beat this man right here with the record for most X Games gold medals, Garrett Reynolds, BMX Street. Let's do this thing.
Well, with Courage Adams, this gold medal just came 5 days ago. He was outside of the podium, sitting in 4th place. It literally came down to that last run, and he walks away from Japan with an X Games BMX Street gold around his neck. Hard to believe that in 22 prior contested events, there have only been 7, that's right, 7 different winners, and only 2 of them have ever beaten Garrett more than once, that being Chad Gurley and, of course, Kevin Peraza.
Yeah, it's insane.
This one is not going to come without a fight, though. 8 riders in the field out here today. We have several returning gold medalists in the field, including Boyd Hilder, who got his gold medal in street at X Games Chiba back in 2023.
Yeah, every single person in this 8-man field has got an X Games gold medal or a silver medal. I think there's only 2 guys with a silver, so everybody in here knows how to do it. And it's one of the hardest fields to get into in all of X Games. There's probably like 200 guys right outside of the list that could be an alternate or be in this thing, you know. Shout out to Murray Lopes Johnny Reikes, Matt Nordstrom. So many dudes out there that could get in this thing, but this is the field.
Well, we get to call it from the booth. Let's check in right now with the 3rd member of our team, Kristen Beat.
Thanks so much, Jimmy. As we look at this course, in comparison to Osaka, where they were last week, this course is expansive. 10 rails. When we talk about Garrett Reynolds and Courage Adams, they're both kids in candy stores today with these rails. We know Garrett Reynolds, a highly technical rail rider. We know Courage Adams can layer tricks. This is going to be a great title card matchup, guys.
Yeah, there are a lot of rail options out there. If you're new to BMX Street, this one's all about the technical variety here. You want to get out there, you're trying to link together a bunch of different technical tricks in the span of a 45-second run to try to impress the judges. And as she said, lots of rail features out there to choose from.
Yeah, last weekend down in Japan, it was a battle between tech and high speed, and they chose tech over high speed. So I'm excited to see what they pick at this one because it's another course where you can go fast or jib as hard as you want, and the field is stacked with a bunch of different types of riders. So I'm excited to see what the judges favor at this one. It's going to be good. Plenty of rails, plenty of stuff to go big on. We're going to have people like Boyd Hilder bouncing off the walls and Kevin Peraza, and then dudes like Jordan Godwin doing the most tech stuff you've ever seen, back to back to back, switch footed, switch spin, switch everything. So it's going to be tech versus speed.
Well, apparently before we get this started, we'll check in with Kristen one more time, who has a question for you, Dennis.
So Dennis, you mentioned Kevin Peraza, a creative innovator. On a course like this, what are you expecting from him?
Dudes like Kevin Peraza and Boyd Hilder are all-around riders. The rest of the field pretty much sticks to mainly street. So Kevin and Boyd, they're going to ride this thing a little bit like a skate park or a ditch as well as just street. So I love what they bring to the field, but it comes down to the judges and the opinion because it's an opinionated sport, you know.
Yeah, for both of those guys, bringing that park savvy here to the street course, and just watching Kevin Peraza yesterday and parts of today out here in practice, just bringing his own unique approach to what this course has to offer. Of these 8 riders, they're going to get 3 runs apiece. Judges are using a 100-point scale, and it is the best run that counts that hopefully puts you on the podium here in Salt Lake City this weekend. 30 years of X Games. Hard to believe we've been doing this for 3 decades. We're going to make some more memories out here this weekend. This is the first BMX event of the weekend. A little bit of a different scenario for these guys too. Like, traveling from Osaka, of course you have that long international flight, you have the jet lag. Those guys also had the luxury of riding indoors. So completely different situation. You're out here in the sun. Heat's definitely a factor. Talk about that, what that does to you as an athlete.
These guys are used to it though. All summer long they're traveling, filming video parts, going to contests and jams. So it's just another week in the summer for these guys, going from Japan to Salt Lake City and changing the weather, changing the time change. Like Kevin Peraza went to Texas in the middle of this for a Swatch event, and I was there, and he was just, it looked like every time he dropped in on his bike was an X Games run there too. So he's literally been on 3 trips in 2 weeks and 2 X Games on each weekend. So shout out to him and shout out to all these guys for doing this, but they know what they're doing. They're beasts. They're going to be able to handle this just well.
Everyone's been extremely casual about the whole jet lag situation. Everyone I've talked to is like, yeah, it is what it is. We do this all the time.
Yeah, a normal person would not be able to do this, but these guys can handle it like nobody's business.
All right, so you see everybody heading off to the course here to get to their respective start spots here. But first, let's check in with Kristen with a look back, some history here at the X Games.
Jimmy, 30 years. That is the anniversary of the X Games. And just a little Easter egg on this street course, starting with 1995 in Rhode Island. Come on over with me all the way down here to 2025 in Salt Lake City. Every stair, 30 of them, painted for every year the X Games has been in competition. Pretty cool.
Yeah, for the history books on this one, the first time we actually contested street, going back to 2008 in Los Angeles, the first time, very young, fresh out of high school, Garrett Reynolds there walked away with his first gold medal. How about that? Was such an epic competition, the battle between him and Van Homan back then. And here we are in 2025, and the streak is continuing for that young man. We're going to start it off with Chad Curley. Last time we saw him in competition here in street at the X Games back in 2023 in Ventura. He just so happens to own 2 gold medals when it comes to this event.
Let's get it, Chad. This dude's family to me. I've known him since he was 5 years old. We've been traveling, racing together our whole lives and coming up together, so I'm proud of the dude. He took a couple summers off from X Games, but he's back, riding better than ever. Looking good, 180 backwards crook. I know his strategy. He wanted to get one good run in the books and then build off of it, because Chad's a lot like Courage, where he's either a first or last kind of guy. He'll ride the whole course on one wheel sometimes, just like that. Boom, this is looking solid.
So far, so good. Coming down to 10 seconds here. Again, this is round 1 out of 3. Best run, that counts.
There we go, Chad. A little slip up there on the manual, but nice, solid first run. Shout out to Natalie and Kai, his family watching him. He's got a beautiful family. Yo. Stella and Randy, his parents back home. And the brand new baby girl, Sophia.
That's tough.
Yeah, Chad. It is tough after not riding in 2 of these things. You know, this is his first big X Games contest run back, but he's got a lot to bring to the table in this next run. He was double trucking off that in practice. He'll link all these manuals, so Chad's one of those guys. There was no one who could beat Garrett for so long, and then Chad came along and took a couple golds and changed the game with that. Before Chad, it was second place, was first place of this thing.
Yeah, Garrett won 12 of the first 15 X Games street events. Out of the last 7, though, he's only won 2 of that last 7. So Chad Curley going to set the bar with a 65. So as you mentioned, looking to clean a couple of things up in that run. Again, the best possible score you can get is 100. He owns 5 total medals, 2 gold, 1 silver, 2 bronze. It is tough. You gotta get out there first. You got to set the bar.
It's tough, it's hot, and he isn't coming off that Japan steam, you know?
We turn our attention to Cologne, Germany's Felix Prangenberg. He has a total of 4 X Games medals. He has 3 silvers here in street. He also owns a gold in real BMX.
There we go, starting with switch foot already. Oh my gosh. Beautiful way to start the run.
Just basted that to fakie.
Okay, Felix, this is looking good. Felix is another one kind of like Boyd and Kevin, where he'll mix in some park style riding with his street run, so I like what he does. Everybody likes what he does. Watch this guy's video parts, man. 5 or 6 years ago, he came in and just started changing the game. Him and Jordan Godwin. Wow. Alley-oop, backward Smith. Everything's looking clean. This is going to be a big score.
Coming down to the final couple of seconds here. Time for possibly one more hit if he can get around before the buzzer sounds. And that should count. If you're approaching the final obstacle when the buzzer sounds, usually that will count, but a solid first outing there for Felix.
Next one's in the board, Brown T.
Very solid first run. I love the start of that thing with the lucky 270 in. Clean all the way around. That's a beautiful way to start your X Games 1 out of 3 runs. These guys got 3 runs, and they got to do their best run they possibly can. So there's different strategies. Some guys will try their hardest run right off the bat, and other guys, like Felix and Chad, are going to leave a little bit left for the next 2 runs.
So the first run score, there was a 65, so he's going to crack into the 80s with an 80.66. Not a bad way to start things off for the 3-time winner of the simple session, 2018, 2019, and 2020. We move on from Germany to Australia. This gentleman right here came into X Games Japan 2023 off the alternate list and ended up walking out of there. The gold medal, it's Boyd Hilder.
Boyd can do it. Any contest, any type of contest. Starting with a huge gap over pegs, wall ride whip. Like I said, he's going to be bouncing off the walls. Just got off a trip with this dude, Vans Odyssey, shout out to them, and he's coming to my house right after this. This is my Australian brother right here, so. Oh my gosh, backflip to Smith. Talk about bringing the park to the street.
Exactly. Also, look at.
Oh, Boyd. No, that run was going so good. That little slip up is not going to help him. Gosh, he does the biggest stuff around the outside of the course, and he does the craziest tech stuff. That's why he's got a gold medal in this. He could do it.
Notice the speed and the intensity that he had at the top of the run there. He was getting after it pretty quick.
Yeah, Boyd gets after it.
Little slip up there.
Yeah, he had a little slip up. Sweaty hands out here. It's pretty hot in Salt Lake, and just one little slip up will get you. Like, you can't be doing that to get on the podium, but if he cleans it up, he's got a podium-looking run.
2023 was a 2-medal year for him. He got that gold achievement, then he also got a silver in Ventura. As we wait for the score, let's check in with Kristen one more time.
To your point about the sweaty hands, actually during the breaks, some of the riders have been going beyond the course and they're rubbing their hands in dirt, like picking up dirt and just rubbing it in between their hands to get better grip on the bars because they are sweating so much.
Yeah,
that's that raw BMX Street rider in them. They find the dirt and rub it on their hands. I use chalk preferably, but the dirt's a good way too.
Hey, when you don't have chalk, you got to improvise down there. So you could see he was just hanging on to the bars there at the end.
Yeah.
So with that, I mean, that 76.33's got him in that number 2 spot right now. But again, with a 3-run format,
he has a lot of room to step up. That run looked good.
The look on his face said it all. He's like, all right, I'm not letting that happen 2 times, let alone 3.
Jordan Godwin right here, another guy. He came up right around the time when Felix was him and Felix just started dominating video parts of the year, Street Rider of the year, and now they're in X Games killing it. He's so smooth, so tech with it. He's one of the sickest new modern day Street Riders.
He's fresh off a medal from Osaka 5 days ago. He got a bronze in Street over in Japan.
Yes, he did, and he's one of these guys that BMXers know what he's doing, but the average audience out there, he's switching his feet almost every trick. He's naturally left foot forward like that trick right there, and then he'll switch to right foot forward, which is insane. A lot of guys spin opposite, kick the whips opposite, throw the bars opposite, but not many people are switching their feet as well. Oh, grind hard 3 down the rail. Hard 3s when you pull off the rail, it makes it so much harder than spinning the other way. Wow, Jordan, another good run. He's been on it.
End of the run, too. He's also got a silver medal when it comes to Street. He got a silver last year when we were in Ventura.
That's coming off last weekend. That's like 5 good runs in a row for Jordan. He's unstoppable right now.
Yeah, they had a playoff format and the final in Osaka, and he was on point for both of those. And keeping it going here in Salt Lake City.
Him and Garrett were doing stuff in practice yesterday that felt like I was playing a video game. It's just not even real. Yeah, the grind hard 3. He's done that trick down Hollywood High, one of the gnarliest 16s around.
Did you see how the distance that he traveled coming off of that rail?
So Jordan
Godwin with an
doing it again.
He's going to overtake Felix Prangenberg and put himself in the top spot here in round number 1.
He always looks so surprised when he gets his scores. Every time, like, wow, I can't believe I got that. But, dude, you need to know what you're doing.
You are looking at Garrett Reynolds, 16 total X Games golds. 14 of them have come in this event. Coming off of that Osaka event last weekend, or just 5 days ago, only the 2nd time that he is not podiumed in the history of XGames Street.
Oh my gosh, starting it off with a nollie, hanger, bar, switch, truck driver. That's a 360 bar spin, spinning the other way. He is a mad scientist with BMX. Up rail to bar. Oh no, Garrett. Oh. He does this though. There's so many times where he's won a gold medal on his last run. This is not something foreign to him.
Yeah, we've seen this position plenty of times where it's come down to the last run there. You do get to use the rest of your time. If you do have a fall or step off, that doesn't end the run. So
he's just feeling it out right here. Just bar over ice. No one else is doing that like him.
Yeah, use the rest of this. Just go through the motions. Do the rest of your run. Oh.
Man, this crowd is packed. I see legends out there. I saw Fuzzy Hall earlier, Robbie Morales, cheering on the boss, Garrett Reynolds, dude.
Yeah, there is a ton of BMX history here.
The crowd's sold out. There ain't no more room out there.
City.
Yeah, Garrett, he's got this. I was got to spend the first half of my career with him. I was lucky enough to have a couple of the same sponsors, and we shared hotel rooms and got to do trips all over the world. So it's good to see this guy still getting gold medals.
We've got 3 more riders left to go in round 1. We'll finish up round 1. We've got rounds 2 and 3 of BMX Street when we come back to Salt Lake City. Welcome back, everyone, to the Utah State Fair Park, just a bit to the west of downtown Salt Lake City, XGames SLC 2025. Here in BMX Street, this is round 1 of 3. After 5 have dropped, Jordan Godwin sitting in the top spot right now with an 84.66. We still have 3 more riders left to go. It is a 3-run format here at BMX Street, and it is the best run that counts. This is Devin Smiley from Suwanee, Georgia. XGames Salt Lake City. This will be his 14th on-site appearance. He just happens to own 6 total medals in this event, 4 of them being silver, 2 of them bronze.
Yeah, Devin's been right there so many times. Even last weekend in Japan, he was holding that leader spot until the last run where Courage slipped by him. So Devin's one of those guys, he wants a gold. One of the few guys who hasn't got one, but he's been so close so many times. His consistency at these X Games is one of the best.
So it's 3 45-second runs. Judges are using a 100-point scale here. Yeah, he got a silver. He had to settle for that silver out there in Osaka just 5 days ago. And then these guys had to pack it up, fly here to Utah, get out here, adjust to a completely different course. He's in, Devin Smiley.
Devin's on that tech game. He's going to manual around this course, do the craziest grind combos anyone's doing in a contest run. Whoa, an umbrella just fell on my head.
It's a good recovery.
Oh, Smith crank flip. He's unique, too. Nice bar over pegs. He cruises the course. He's not someone that's going to charge it because he's going to pack in the craziest, techest stuff you're going to see. And manually, he kind of has a mix, the Courage and Jordan mix of both those guys. Wow.
It's kind of cruise, but it's the flow. It's just everything's just dialed. Everything's the continuity.
He's cruising, but that's his speed because he's got to stay at this speed to do these crazy tricks he's going to do.
If you look at it right now, we only have 2 scores in the 80s. Felix Prangenberg with that 86.6 and then Jordan with an 84.66. There's the buzzer, so.
Yeah, that's going to be a good run. That's going to be a big score. Yeah, there's been 2 banger runs and then a few slip-ups, so that's a 3rd one. That's a full pull, so that's going to get in the top 3 for sure. I'm excited to see where that puts him now, if that gets him above that 84, because that was solid. He's cruisy, but it's nasty the whole way through. Look at that.
Just the steezy manual line.
Yeah. He's also like one of the 6. He's probably the best. Him and Garrett are some of the best BMXer and skateboarders, so they have a ton of skate influence in their style. So if you like skateboarding and you like BMX, go watch their video parts.
I knew it was going to be like that, too. I just had to tell myself, like, he's going right now, but he's coming right where you're at.
I was waiting for him to finish that sentence.
I know.
You had to tell yourself what. So here we go. We're waiting.
Let's see.
On the judges here.
Oh, sorry. Oh, Kevin's coming.
An 86. So
Kevin's coming right there.
that is almost 2 full points ahead of Jordan Godwin. So we'll put him in that top spot. Your Osaka silver medalist sitting in the top spot as of right now.
Devin and Jordan up there again, 1 and 2. It's looking a lot like Japan right now.
So 2 riders left to go here in round number 1. as we take our first look at Tucson, Arizona's Kevin Peraza. Here's a guy
This is the
competing
dude right
in
here.
multiple events this weekend. Oh, by the way, he's the only BMX rider to take a gold medal in dirt, park, and street.
This is the guy right here, man. I ride with him and Chad more than anyone, and just he rides like this every day. Sometimes the problem with him in street is he has such high energy, he gets ahead of himself. So if he can just slow it down a little bit, and I think he's doing that right here. That's what happened to him in Japan. Like, he gets so excited, and that's what makes him slip up. It's not anything but that, because he's got it all. Wow, 180 whip. Fakey off that box right there.
So we talked about this earlier, seeing that mix with the tech skills.
So sick. Switch people 3.
As well as some of that park savvy as well. Oh,
yeah, to be honest, he's slowing it down right here, because in Japan they did not score the high runs good. He's changed it up.
There's the buzzer in a solid 45 seconds for Kevin Peraza. I mentioned he's got golds in dirt, park, and street. He also has them at park as a park best trick gold as well. I mean, no one's ever done that.
No.
In this day and age, to have gold in those different events, and he's won street twice.
People have always crowned me as the best all-around rider, and I've never believed it, but I will gladly hand it off to Kevin Peraza. He is the best all-around bike rider. The dude is so good. And he completely changed his strategy. I've never really seen him ride a street contest like this. Normally he's like Boyd, where he's smacking off walls and jumping off the roofs and stuff, but he's like, I saw what they did in Japan. I'm going to ride like that. He's changed it up.
So Kevin Peraza stringing together a great 45 seconds here in round number 1. We have one rider left to go in the rotation. 81.66. That'll get him into the top 3 right now. Not going to overtake that top spot. It'll put him into medal contention. He had to settle for 5th out there in Osaka, but Courage Adams, no stranger to the X Games. This is only his 2nd ever on-site appearance here in the United States due to visa issues. Originally from Nigeria, he now calls Spain his home, fresh off of a gold medal in this event in Osaka 5 days ago.
Wow, that swag he just put on that was insane. He meant to do that. That wasn't a mess up, that slider in. Courage, ever since he got his first invite to X Games, we've been waiting for that gold medal. Oh my gosh. He's one of those guys, he's almost like a first place or last place guy, because he links so many combos on the front wheel or back wheel. So if he drops it, we're like, oh, just why am I saying that while he's doing a nose manual? Oh, I jinxed him. He's got it though. This is a good format for him. He's got 3 runs this time instead of 2.
Yeah, going back to what happened in Osaka, we had what was called the playoff, where everybody got 2, and then they cut the field to 4, and then in the final they had to do 2 more runs. So here you get 3. So
yeah,
if you have an issue like we've seen out of him as well, you know, Boyd had a slip up, and then with Garrett having an issue, I like the 3-run format. We've completed round 1 of 3. Devin Smiley sitting in that top spot with an 86 flat, but this one is far from over. 2 more rounds to go. It's best run counts here at BMX Street.
When you've won a bunch of contests, you're almost expected to win. And it's like, if you ride bad, it's almost like, what's up with them? You get a stomach infection, you really don't know how your body feels. I think I feel good, but then like when I was in Japan, my legs were getting super tired. I feel decent, it's hard to say, because going between Japan and coming back to Cali and then going to Salt Lake City, like obviously the sleep schedule's a little off. I'm starting to feel better. I slept a bunch today, so I don't feel this jet lag. Just looking forward to hopefully riding better.
Yeah, after that uncharacteristic performance in Osaka, there was some speculation regarding Garrett Reynolds' health. Now, I confirmed with him yesterday he was diagnosed with an appendicitis. He was on a strong antibiotic to delay the need for surgery. That unfortunately caused a negative gut biome reaction and further complications, including internal bleeding. He said he is almost back to normal, but still not 100%, yet still here competing. Guys, there is no doubt. Nobody can doubt Garrett Reynolds' dedication to this sport, out here competing despite battling major health complications.
Yeah, we had heard rumors about that when we were calling the Osaka event, but we didn't want to speculate on that because we didn't know for sure and we didn't have a chance to talk to him ourselves. But you could see at 2 points in that contest where you looked a little a little pained, if you will. He made a couple of faces riding across the course, and you could see him out of gas at the end of those runs as we go back to the top of the order to start off round 2 out of 3 here, BMX Street. It is best run that counts. Chad Curley on course right now.
Yeah, Chad had a nice first run. He was playing it conservative. I know how good Chad is, but you could tell he was going to go for it on this one. Slipped up right in the beginning, which sucks, but this is showing you what he's going to bring on his third run if he can link that manual in the beginning. Chad's always someone who can get a podium run in. He's like Courage, man. The nose manuals and manuals are so risky, and they're the best at them, but they're going to do some insane ones. Half their run could be a nose manual.
Oh, look at
nose manual down that kind of like square big rail. You got this, Chad. Third run, dude.
Mentioned his first run, he's got 5 total street medals. He also has 2 real BMX medals. He's got a silver and a bronze in that event as well. As we take another look.
Yeah, like myself and Garrett, Chad got into this thing around like 16, so he's been in the, he's one of the only guys out there besides Garrett who's been in these X Games since pretty much the beginning when they started BMX Street, and so he's a veteran at this point. He's still young, but he's a veteran in the BMX Street X Games.
Youngest in the field out here is 27 when it comes to BMX Street here in 2025.
That just shows that this is one of the hardest things to get into in all of X Games when the youngest person is 27. Like, these guys are hard to push out.
We bring back in Felix Prangenberg. He was sitting there in the medals. He's now 1 spot on the outside. He's sitting at that number 4 spot.
Love how he starts that run. Huge tuck to fakie.
It's not a very big feature either to get that boost, to get that pop.
Felix has insane pop. He's a lot taller than you think, too. He's just like a beast. Switch feed and ollie 3. He's gonna throw this run away. Yep. Never mind.
It just gets out and nope, good.
He's gonna throw this run away because he knows what he's got. He wants a perfect run beginning to end. He's like, nah, we're not doing that.
I mean,
let's restart.
It's a full point difference from being on the outside to looking at a bronze medal right now. Kevin Peraza is a full point ahead of him with that 81.66. If you're just joining us, this is round 2 out of 3 here. We are working our way towards handing out our first set of BMX medals for the weekend here in Salt Lake City. Boyd Hilder, he started off with a great first run, just had a little bit of a slip up, looking to clean this up here in round 2.
Huge gap to over pegs, and that rail's like only a bike length long, so that makes it big and tech. Straight to the wall ride whip. No, Boyd.
Oh, he slipped the foot.
He's got a 76.33 with a slip up in his first run, so he's gonna shake that off, save his energy, because
you know.
Yeah, we all know what's going to happen if he can pull that run. A 76.3 with a big slip up.
That's still good enough for 5th right now with everything that's happened thus far.
Yeah, they're rewarding for big stuff. That already shows. He's just got to get this run, and it's going to put him way up there.
Oh, both feet came up. I saw that right one dab it real time, but they both blew off the pedals right there. So he says, I'm going to call this one in the interest of self-preservation and save it for that 3rd and final run. Here comes Jordan Godwin.
Jordan God with the snaggletooth, another really hard grind trick. Switch feed 3. It's an easy one for Jordan, but he's putting this run together. He knows how to put a run together.
Oh, that's super tech combo.
Hanger, crank, backwards crook. Over switch-footed crank arm guy. This is why this guy gets scored high. He's always surprised with his scores. Nobody else is, Jordan. Your runs are insane.
There was a lot going on, and he still had 20 seconds left after all that.
He's doing it again. I think this is his 18th full pole in a row.
He had an 84.66 the first go run. He's looking at the silver. Finishes strong here again.
Wow. I think the crowd goes crazier for Jordan's runs out of anyone. That shows there's a bunch of BMXers out there. Because that is a tech run. You got to know what you're looking for. That right there to do in your run, that's something people put in their video parts and they're very proud of. He's doing it in the middle of an X Games run.
I thought that was going to be the buzzer right there compared to what happened in round 1. And after that, he still had 3 seconds left.
2 for 2.
2 for 2.
You were 89.33. Jordan Godwin, your bronze medalist from 5 days ago, now puts himself in a potential gold medal spot.
Oh, everyone out there is hyped on that. And he's once again surprised with his score. Oh, they're sitting right next to me. Everyone's going crazy for this.
Nothing to be surprised about. You earned every last bit of that, Jordan Godwin. So it's Godwin, Smiley, Peraza. You're 1, 2, 3 as of right now. But hold on.
Here we go.
We turn it over to Garrett Reynolds, sitting in that 7th place spot right now.
Here we go.
Not a familiar spot for him. You can never, ever count this gentleman out when it comes to BMX Street.
Never, ever. He's competing with all these best street riders in the world, but he's also competing with dudes like Shaun White and Nigel Houston as the best athlete in all of X Games history. And tied with Dave Mirra for another record I hear Dale now talking about. Switch whip over the rail. He's on. Let's do this thing, Garrett. This is something I just want to watch. I don't even want to say nothing. Pull over grind, mixing up big setup tricks in the middle. And to be honest, this is Garrett just getting a run in. This is insane, but he just wants to get a good run in. I could see it.
I was going to ask, like, changing up the strategy, you think, just to get one done, and then work on it in that 3rd and final round?
It's pretty smart. At 34 years old, he's like, all right, you know what? I'm going to get a nice run in there so I don't have all this crazy pressure.
So we'll see.
No, that's not going to put him in 1st place. I'm going to
just in general, getting it in the overall sort.
That's going to bump him way up, of course. But
need 80 better than 81.66 to overtake Kevin Peraza to get in the medals right now.
Yeah, that 89 is huge. He's going to go way up there. And a lot of times, I hate saying this, but Garrett is so good, and he even said in his interview before, but people just expect so much. And this run is insane, and I hate even saying that this is a filler run for Garrett just to get one in, but it is. And I think sometimes he gets judged against himself.
So you see Kevin Peraza in the bubble spot. Oh, an 87.33. That's good enough for summer right now.
And that just shows this is nice confidence for him because he can add so much to that run.
Just talk about the pressure that takes off of your shoulders when you're down after that first run, and then to come back and do that and give yourself the freedom to just cut loose in that last run.
It's going to be amazing, this 3rd run. That's what he just did. He put himself in a great position.
So that bumps Kevin Peraza out. Devin Smiley now sitting in a bronze medal position here.
Here we go. Hot butter. Out of the barsman of that Smith after his first run.
Watch the manual lines.
Yeah, he's going to keep adding. That's what he's going to do every run.
Oh.
Same run so far, except for out of the bar, out of that Smith grind. He's already at 86 too, so if he, even just adding that bar, if he does the same run, is going to bump him way up. Ooh, drop the manual. That's what's hard about being a tech god like that, man. Those manuals are insane. But when they land them, it throws them in the 90s.
So now that the bar has been raised with an 81.66 being good enough for bronze prior, it's now you need high 80s. You need better than that 86.
Yeah, Devin, he bobbled a little bit, but he knows he's got a lot to add for his 3rd run too, and he's already sitting really good with an 86, so I'm excited for Devin's 3rd run. Oh, shoot.
Well, X Games changed Kevin Peraza's life, and he has never looked back.
Wow, my journey with X Games. You know, dreaming as a kid to potentially one day go as a viewer to just even see it live, to now being a multi-gold medalist in different disciplines in BMX. It's an absolute dream come true. And just to continue to leave my mark and the legacy that I can give through my personality and my riding, along with all these remarkable athletes that have left an impact in action sports. Such a dream.
Oh, they're doing the commercial now. Oh, cool. I thought they were going to play it and then...
What an inspiring figure to watch both on and off the bike. As I said in his first run, the guy has a gold medal in dirt, park best trick. He's got 2 golds here in street as well. The whole family rides BMX. He's got 3 brothers. His dad's a former BMX racer.
Kevin's a superstar in BMX, and X Games has made him a superstar in X Games because it's just such a perfect platform for him. He loves feeding off the crowd's energy and throwing down. He does it on a daily basis, but when there's X Games, he just turns it up a notch, and he's doing it right now.
He's going to have to because he was sitting in the medals.
He's sitting in 81. He had a little slip up as well, though, on his first run, so he's looking really perfect right now. Oh, no.
go. So that's going to bring it down to the last run for Kevin now. Competing in multiple events this weekend. He's still got Park and Park Best Trick coming up.
Oh my gosh. I think Kevin needs to not drink any coffee before X Games Street. Just slow it down a little bit, Kevin, and you're in there. He's like a caged animal out there.
Well, you were just talking about in that first round about how he changed up the strategy from Osaka and kind of tampered it down a little bit. Relax.
He did, and then he went back to the crazy Kevin style. But when he let that crazy Kevin runs, got him gold medals too. So I ain't telling him to change nothing. He knows what he's doing.
5.
Looking good, Kevin.
Hard in the middle of the whole thing.
Took a big sigh right there because he knows it comes down to that third and final run. This is where we stand with one more rider to go here in round 2 out of 3. It is Jordan Godwin who in this round has jumped to the top of the leaderboard with an 89.33. Garrett Reynolds came into this round sitting in 7th place. He gets one down here to put himself in a potential silver medal. And then Devin Smiley sitting in bronze. So there's where we stand. The benchmark to get into the medals is an 86.
As I've said before, Courage Adams is a first or last place rider. He is sitting in 8th place right now. And if he lands his run, let's see where he goes. Starting it off, that backwards manual, crank bar, nose manual bar. His nose manual bars he can just do every time. Even just nose manualing that quarter pipe. This is a good looking run. He looked like he wanted to go manual after the quarter pipe, but he set it down like, you know what, I'm just gonna put this together right now.
Lengthy nose manual combo.
Nose manual to up rail bar over. G-turn down the ledge. This is fire. Flame emojis. Nice switch whip with his signature Vans on. Switch hang. He's putting a good run in. This is also, come on, Courage.
Trying to hang on to that manual line.
Oh boy.
Buzzer.
He just did what Garrett did and put together a really solid second run. So his third run, he can just completely go off. This is going to be a showdown now. Oh, I see some of the boys out there just making faces like, uh-oh. Oh no, Courage is turning into a veteran. He knows how to do this now. This is going to be insane. The third round's, this is a show. The third round, it's all coming down to the third round. So many people have so much left in the tank. Boyd slipped up 2 runs. Kevin Peraza hasn't put together one of his dream runs. This is insane. A lot of build-up.
He was in the basement pre-run. He was down there at the bottom of the pack. That 52 is going away. The question is, by how much? Devin Smiley sits in 3rd. So, he's going to knock on the door. 83. He'll overtake Kevin Peraza. That's not going to get him into the medals for now. So, at the end of round number 2, it's going to come down to that 3rd and final run for your Osaka BMX Street gold medalist as well.
But what he did right there was leave all that pressure off his shoulders. Now, 3rd run is game on for him and Garrett.
So we have completed 2 rounds here in BMX Street. The 3rd and final run still to come. Who's claiming the gold? We'll find out when we come back to Salt Lake City. Welcome back, everyone. Day 1 of 3 here, X Games Salt Lake City 2025. We are smack dab in the middle of BMX Street Final. 3 rounds of runs. best run that counts. We've completed 2. We're getting ready to start off the 3rd round, and it is that gentleman right there, Jordan Godwin, sitting in the top spot right now after posting up a huge run here in round number 2. Garrett Reynolds was down the bottom of the pack, sitting in 7th place coming into this one, and he ends up posting up a big one to put himself in a silver medal position.
All right, we're bringing it back down to Chad Curley. First one in the 3rd round. This is going to be nuts. This is one of the craziest 3rd rounds in XGames Street I've ever seen.
I'm going to throw a stat your way right now. We have 5 former gold medalists in this event, in this field, and all 5 of them aren't in the top 3 right now.
Wow.
All 5 of our returning gold medalists, not one of them. Excuse me, Garrett. 4 of the 5. Garrett takes over.
Here we go. Chad just linked that one side of the course to the other with the manual, doing bangs. Keep it together, Chad. Those feet didn't touch. Let's go. He's getting a little loose, but he's keeping it together. It's because he's throwing hammers. Dropped the front wheel a little bit. Him and Courage, man, with the nose manuals and manuals. It's a risky way to ride a contest run, but it's make or break.
Just so much control.
Look at that. Chad Curley, man.
So much amazing balance to hold on to those. Not just to do it, but for as long as they hang on to them forward.
Oh, man, it's such a shame he had a couple bobbles because that was a potential podium run. Damn. He's looking good, though. It's good to see him back, and he's killing it. Chad's always on fire. He's looking better than ever.
He's one of those 5 former gold medalists I was talking about.
He's actually got 2. I think he's one of the only people to ever get 2. Besides Garrett, obviously. He got 100.
He's got 2. Kevin Peraza's got 2.
Okay. So just Kevin and Chad. Small stat. Right there. He wanted to hold on. Just got a little sloppy on a couple things, but that run was looking insane.
Takes it to the front tire. I mean,
that run could have been in the 90s. You know he'll be back next summer and every contest and jam in between. So always keep your eye out for Chad Curley. Follow him on Instagram. He's got one of the best Instagrams out there. Always killing it. One of the dudes making BMX look as good as it can. Here we go.
1 down, 7 to go here. 3rd and final round. Felix Prangenberg.
Felix got a run. He hasn't.
In 6th.
He's in 6th. He's got a good run in there so far, but he's always got stuff he can add. Ooh, changing it up a little bit, adding. I love how he starts that run, switching his feet. And then straight into that.
3 for 3 with the big fakie boost.
He's been doing the fakie truck driver, the fakie 360 bar spin, but I don't think missing that's going to matter too much because this whole run's looking a little bit better than that 80 run.
Coming down to the final 15 here.
I love it. The crowd loves these riders where you got to be a BMXer to really know how tech they're getting. This is a good run. Switching his feet. He's taking the Jordan route. He's like, I see my boy Jordan out there hanging in 1st place. I'm going to do all this switch-footed tech stuff too.
Takes that one to flat.
Yeah. With the dirt jump-esque 1-foot table. Yeah, Felix, that was a good run. That's going to bump him up, I think. I'm not a judge.
That 86.6 came in round number 1.
Yep. Yeah, he slipped up a little bit in round number 2. But he added a lot to that. The only thing he missed was the fakie truck, but can't judge him against it because it was still sick just doing the fakie 3. Felix got a gold medal in Real Street. He's got some of my favorite video parts of all time. He puts in work, video part after team trip, after jam. He never stops.
That Real Street medal coming in 2021. He owns 3 total street silver medals. Give him 4 total X Games medals overall. The 80.66 from round number 1. It's got to be better than an 86 flat to overtake Devin Smiley and get into the medals as of right now.
This is going to be hard for the judges.
Yeah, the fact that the score's taken a bit to come in, so it'll improve the score, but not the placing. So Felix Prangenberg going to have to stick.
Still a great run.
That number 6 spot. Here's a gentleman
Here we go, Boyd.
A run brewing 2 times now, and just a little bit of a slip up.
This is my Australian brother right here. I'm always cheering for him.
In 2023 achievement, this is Australia's Boyd Hilder.
Here we go. Keep it together. Yes, he's another guy who really works well under pressure like Garrett. He's a third run kind of guy. You can't ever count him out. He loves the pressure and the vibes of the crowd. Here we go, Flip Smith. Oh, what a way to save the Flip Smith. That was the coolest save I've ever seen. Instead of, he missed the peg and just tossed the bars instead. Little snaggletooth.
Just got to hang on for another 11 seconds here for Boyd.
Oh, he's killing it.
Got time for one more here before that buzzer sounds. And there it is on the third and final run. Boyd Hilder strings one together here.
He got a good one. You know, that save was amazing, but after that, I could see him just like, damn, he wanted the flip to Smith. That's his.
Still do it.
Yeah, just still do it, he says. He's the man. Another guy.
The Smith that never was.
He's calling himself out. That run is beautiful. It has like 3 bangers in a row, leading to the flip to Smith. Just barely misses it right here. Just a little over. Oh, look at that, though. Ah, what a save. But you know that wasn't what he was looking for. After that, he was kind of like, all right, the judges know what I was doing.
So 77 proves by a couple of tenths of a point there.
He shouted out Bridget back home in Australia. His fiance just engaged.
Well, congratulations, Boyd Hilder, on the engagement.
Here we go, the big dog.
Gordon Godwin sitting in that top spot right now. Can he hang on?
The smooth criminal, just locking into a snaggletooth. One of the hardest grinds to lock into. Here we go. He's left foot forward. Keep an eye. He spins naturally to his right. That's a swag whip, we're going to call that. There he goes again. I don't know what this dude's been doing in his off time, but it's like he doesn't miss tricks. Opposite over crank arm. Wow. Switch-footed back crook.
The combo moves.
They're amazing.
And
it's every trick almost. He's switching his feet. That's why he has this high score. Oh, he was going to change up the grind hard 3 for an ice hard 180, which he's also the master at.
Trying to throw an extra one in the mix. I mean,
yeah.
He already got an 89.33. It's got him in the top spot for now, but you always want more.
He's sitting really good. He just wanted to add that up. And ice hard would have added a little bit to that score. He's also done that down Hollywood High too, so. Tricks that are unthinkable on skate park rails in your run, he's doing them down 16 stair rails in the streets.
He is going to have to sit in that top spot and watch the rest of this unfold. Garrett Reynolds, he's won this thing 14 times. He's only missed the podium twice in the history of him competing here at the X Games. He was in 7th after round 1. He now finds himself in silver.
He can do it. There's like 10 things in practice I've seen him do that he can add to that last run. He knows what he wants.
What does he add to this last run?
Thinking he's going to do the Smith truck right here. Yes.
Oh.
Smith truck. That is insane. There's barely anybody doing that besides like Johnny Reikie's out there. Switch rip the rail. Oh boy, he's adding. Smith hard truck. I can't even believe he's doing that in a contest run. That's mind blowing. Oh my gosh. That was a slip up. He's still on fire.
Left. Oh, he just gets hung up right there at the end.
G. Reynolds is not going to bump in front of Jordan with that. Second place still looks good, but that's going to keep that medal record the same for golds.
But again, the story that we've learned about his medical condition with the stomach infection and the appendicitis and putting off the surgery, for him to get out here and compete in back-to-back events across the globe from one another in 5 days, and he's still going to go out after this and go film a bunch of video parts.
Shout out to Garrett. He's the king of the streets and X Games street contest. He's been doing this for so long, still doing it. Still the dude to beat. In a second place that he's sitting is still amazing. Dropping in Devin Smiley right now. He wants to add to his score too.
Yeah, Devin's sitting on that bubble right now. He wants to walk out of here with a medal.
Smith bar, that's an ad from his 86.
And this one's huge because there's only 2 riders left to go that are on the outside looking in that can unseat him from another medal.
Devin really wants a gold. He's been so close so many times. Courage took it from him right at the end in Japan there. And now Jordan's sitting in front of him. So if he can add to this. working out so perfectly. This is X Games BMX Street is one of the hardest things to get a full pull, and you have to be doing bangers that you can do first try, and you have to do like 10 to 15 of them in a row. And the more tech you are, the harder that is to get.
I mean, it's the crazy thing about it. Like, you guys go out and you film these street parts and you get attempt after attempt at it. To try to string a bunch of these technical things together on one linear course in the span of 45 seconds is absolutely mind-blowing to watch.
It's one of the hardest things to do, X Games Street, to put together a run that is going to get you the win. You want to do these things that you could do that are your hardest thing, but you also don't want to fall. So it's just this, like, it's this mind game. And when you're as tech as Devin Smiley, it's got to be so hard. Jordan Godwin's going to stay in that first place position, though.
There's 2 riders left to go. Your top 3, it's Godwin, Reynolds, Smiley. Your final 2 riders are currently outside of the podium looking in.
Let's go, Kevin.
In 5th place. He's won this thing 2 times before. It's Kevin Peraza.
Nose 3 every time. He's pedaling fast. Oh, he's sick of going slow. Double truck, double 450 trucks. He's doing his own thing. He's like, screw the Japan recipe. I'm riding how I want to ride. Let's go, Kevin. This is what you do. Oh, those feet didn't touch. Those feet didn't touch. Little slip up. Oh, he's looking really good. Just a little foot slip, another little foot slip. Man, Jordan is going to stay in first. But you got to give it up to the best all-around rider of all time. I think he has 2 more events, BMX Park, BMX Best Trick, and that was a beautiful showing. I liked how he showed us like 3 different styles right there from his first run to his last run. This was the Kevin Peraza, though. He just started charging after this nose 3. 450 double truck. He was like, let's do it. I'm not doing it any other way than Kevin Peraza. That was such a sick 450 double truck.
Yeah, he's got 2 more events to come up. We talked about all of his golds and different events all across BMX. He's one of 2 riders to medal at Park and Street at the same X Games, and I don't need to ask you if you know who the other one is.
I don't know.
It's you.
Ooh. I'm just excited to see Courage Adams right here. Can he do what he did last week in Japan? He is the only person right now that can bump Jordan off the top spot. And we all know if he pulls his run, that his dream run, every time Courage pulls a dream run, it's in the 90s. So if he pulls his dream run, he's doing it.
It comes down to this. We know that Jordan Godwin and Garrett Reynolds are leaving here with a medal. Devin Smiley sitting in a bronze right now. He's on the bubble. Courage Adams currently sitting just on the outside looking in that number 4 position. He won this thing just 5 days ago. Can he bump back up? It's the last rider, Courage Adams.
Let's go, Courage. My heart is literally pounding right now. This is insane. Last rider, last chance to do it. He's going for the manual. He's also not taking it easy. He said, I'm doing it how Courage does it. Oh boy. He's about halfway through his run right now, and it's looking perfect. Come on, dude. Keep it going.
Oh.
Keep it going. You just saved that. That was a beastly save.
Oh my goodness.
G-turn down the ledge. It's all good. That was not a fall.
There's still 10 seconds left.
Oh, Jordan Godwin takes it. Jordan. Oh, that was beautiful, but I'm going to say it.
Jordan Godwin.
There's a new winner.
He's going to be in the history books as well because he's only the 8th different rider to have ever claimed gold in this thing in the 23 different times it has been contested. How insane is that? Also,
insane,
the last 2 times it's been contested, we've had 2 different winners. Courage added his name to that list 5 days ago, and now Jordan Godwin's just done it.
It's just proven this is the most stacked event to be in right now. It used to just be who can beat Garrett, and now any of these guys can win. It's getting crazy, and Garrett's still the king. He's still the guy to beat.
Garrett may not have taken gold, but he just surpassed Dave Mirra for most X Games BMX medals of all time.
Okay, so he's just going to hold on to his gold record and make another one. Congrats, Garrett.
He also just tied with Nigel Houston, Mark McMorris, and Dave Mirra for 2nd most medals overall in X Games history at 24. So 1 more in BMX than Dave. Dave's got a rally bronze medal as well.
And doing that with a health problem. Shout out to Garrett, the greatest BMX street rider of all time.
Let's send it down to Kristen Beat, who's with Garrett right now.
Garrett, still out here competing despite health complications. How deep did you have to dig to find that silver?
I was trying pretty much as hard as I could. I'm bummed I couldn't land my last run, but had an amazing time riding.
What can you say about your competitors, including Jordan, who's taking home his first gold?
I have the utmost respect for all these guys. These are all like the best street riders in the world, so it could be anyone's day, any day.
Garrett, well done and congratulations. We are going to hear from Jordan in a moment.
Yes, Jordan!
I mean, talk about the story. I have to go back to this. I mean, the guy had a stomach infection and needs appendicitis surgery, and to go to Japan. I mean, it's not just going and competing. You've got a super long international flight, come back here, do this, and then he was in 7th, and then jump back up there and get silver medal. That was absolutely insane.
I'm not surprised. He's a beast, but congrats, Jordan Godwin. That was amazing. He just made an Instagram post how he's excited to be in this contest. Now he took 2 medals in a row and a gold. Jordan Godwin.